Care Quality Commission says Huntercombe has made improvements since it was rated inadequate earlier this year, but still requires improvement now. This is what Huntercombe have told us.
We recognise that significant change was needed at our Maidenhead Hospital and recently brought in a new leadership team to roll out an urgent action plan. They've been working hard and good progress has been made to improve the standard of care at the hospital, which has been recognised by our regulators. We're sad to hear that despite this progress, some relatives still have concerns. We will take these concerns on board and tackle them as part of our ongoing action plan.
Right to Andrew Sharp from Health Watch West Berkshire. Morning, Andrew.
Morning, Andrew. That's
on the surface, there's quite a difference between what we read in the Care Quality Commission report published this morning, what the hospital are saying, and what people who've had experience of the hospital are saying.
I think that's always likely to happen because there's a lag between what actually happens for the people experiencing the service, the CQC going in as, effectively the kind of people trying to get to the bottom of everything. Their reports take some time to write. So you're always going to have a time lag. I mean, goodness, the positives are they've seen some improvement. But, we've got to be asking, how did we get to where we've got to here? And the other thing that I don't think lots of people realise is Huntercombe is used as a Tier 4 service across Berkshire, parts of Buckinghamshire and Oxford as well. So this is seen as, the service in the Thames Valley, and this is the best we can do.
Yeah, I mean, the people who are going to end up in a hospital of this sort, they're really sick. I don't know how else to put it. If you've been through every tier of...
very, very, very unwell. They will have been through a multitude of services to get to this point. But I think there's two things at play here. One, how did they get to that point? Were they failed earlier on? We've got our CAMS report out later this week, which talks about the difficulties of getting to the sort of most basic secondary care services. And of course, if they're not there, if they don't work as well, some people will always end up in this sort of environment because they are so unwell. But if we could reduce the number with prevention, with community services acting quickly, if this was physical health, Andrew, do you think it would be happening? How many of the new hospitals that are being touted about are mental health? How many? I don't hear any talk about new units or things being rebuilt, beds being got back that needed. The money going in is welcomed into mental health. The new community services that are trying to minimise hospital stays, welcome. It's taken a very long time. The staff are under pressure. We've just gone through a pandemic, for goodness sake. Can you imagine the additional pressures we're going to have? This is our sort of Winterbourne view moment, and we're depending on the CQC or Panorama or you guys to shine a spotlight. I don't understand why all the local councils in Thames Valley, why the CCGs aren't talking about this on a weekly, monthly basis. There's almost radio silence, and unlike the aircraft industry that finds out why things go wrong, we've still got this sort of defensive barrier. You should be talking not to me, you should be talking to the NHS.
We tried all that, of course, inevitably.
Where are they?
The Care Quality Commission come on, you come on. Meantime, radio silence is a good way of describing what we're getting from the people actually making the decisions here. Andrew, thank you very much. You've spoken very powerfully about it. Andrew Sharp is from Health Watch West Berkshire.